Hi, my name's Ellie Thorburn. I'm from Wynnum in Queensland, Australia. This is just a small insight into my stuttering journey, starting from the age of 15 through to the current day. I won't reveal my age now, but I can say that my journey has been um, up and down, but in the long run, and finally, with great results. My recollection of my stuttering primary school, I really can't remember if I had any great issues, but I think it came out in the forefront in my teens. In secondary school, my parents put me through a speech and drama course that was run by the school, but it didn't help with my stutter because it wasn't concentrated on, the techniques that I have learnt since. um, I was very lucky to be picked up through a not so nice incident, but through the Mater Hospital. What was not originally um, a an event that was nice turned out to be a life-changing event for me because I was referred to a speech pathologist, June Scott, when I was 15, so back in the 70s. And yeah, my life from then took a better turn with my speech. One incident I do remember, and this was before I was picked up with the Mater Hospital, through the Mater Hospital, was I went with my sister and a friend and visited another friend, but the mother came to the door and she asked us questions, and I had a terrible block. And I suppose you can look at it through on the funny side that we all started laughing because nothing was coming out. But then after that, that's when I had my first experience of smooth speech. And I probably did that for about, I don't know, 6 months, 18 months, possibly 2 years. And then when I was 18, I came back into the Mater Hospital for speech therapy. And yeah, with one on one with wonderful therapist there. And then when I was 20, I did my first intensive course. And from other stories, you might hear that that really was, again, a life changing experience. We did 2 weeks of intensive um, therapy, which entailed, bringing your speech back to 50 syllables per minute and then eventually back up to 150, which is more of a normal rate. Um, and I've been involved with the Mater Hospital, the speech pathologist and Speakeasy for probably since the 80s, on and off over years. But I just feel that my experience with smooth speech technique and the Mater Hospital has definitely been a real game changer. But I've also made sure over the years that I have put myself out there, put my speech in situations that I knew, well, which were very difficult. And I always remember there was one time in one of my jobs, early years, I had to go to court to give evidence about fraud, and I was petrified. And I astounded myself that I did it. I think I was probably thinking more about content rather than my speech. So yeah, so that was first incident where I was put in a situation. But the other situations that I have made myself do, I have thought about it and thought, no, I've got to do this. I've got to put myself in situations that might be uncomfortable. And in the early days, if I did have slip ups, I did stutter, it was a really big thing. I would really get upset about it. But I find with age that the focus is probably gone away from, getting upset. If my fluency is very high, which is wonderful. I'm very grateful for that. But I don't get upset these days. It happens and it catches me off guard, but I then just move on, which is a good thing about growing older, that, some things in life you just let go a bit. So my journey with smooth speech has been a life changer. I can't imagine what I would be like now if I wasn't given that opportunity. So I'm very grateful to all the pathologists that have been in my life and Speak Easy. It's really, yeah, it's a great self-help group that, is there for you, give you any assistance that you need. So that's my story, and I hope it will give you a bit of insight to what we do in Australia here. Thanks.